Look, sir, after thousands of years of endeavor and trade in the pre-dynastic era, the Egyptians finally began to understand that the secret of their strength lies in unity. The entire world was moving forward in small steps. In Iraq, for example, the Sumerians began to build cities like Uruk and Ur and invented the first writing in history. In India, the Indus Valley civilization established cities with street plans and water drainage systems that were highly advanced for their time. In China, farms were located around the river, where they tried to create a larger society. As for Europe, they were still living in primitive villages, houses of mud and wood, living a very simple life. But here, in the land of the Nile, the situation was different. Egypt at that time was divided into two halves. Upper Egypt, Sahid, the land of the mountains and the straight Nile, ruled by powerful warrior kings, and Lower Egypt, Delta, the land of agriculture, fishing and abundant water. The two include differences in the learning of symbols, and even the crown worn by the kings. The struggle between them was almost endless. Who would have the upper hand? Here appears the hero of our story, King Narmer, or as he would later be known, Menes. He was an extraordinary man, a leader who knew that Egypt would not be able to establish a powerful civilization without him. Menes gathered them and decided to confront the kings of the north, a fateful battle that would define all of Egypt. And we are the proof, the very unified panel, the Narmer palette, located in the Egyptian Museum. The advertisement for this panel looks like this. In contrast, Narmer wears the white crown, the crown of the south, and holds his enemy by the hair, raising his staff for him. In the second panel, he wears the double crown, the white and red together. Thus, the north and the south were finally one country under one king. But Menes wasn't satisfied with the military victory. He understood a fundamental need, that unity required a new capital, a capital in the middle between Upper Egypt and the Delta. From here, he founded the city of Memphis. Memphis was not just a city, it became the heart from which all of Egypt moved. From it, politics, the economy, and even beliefs were governed. At that time, the world looked at Egypt with surprise. The Sumerians realized that a new power was emerging in the west. Traders from the Indus Valley began bringing news of the land of the Nile. And Europe, was it Egypt's tea or a myth, a land thousands of years ahead of it? From that moment, the official history of pharaonic Egypt began. Narmer, or Menes, was recorded as the first unified king of the country, the local father of a state that had stood for thousands of years ahead of everyone else. Here, we must ask the important question. Why do we call Menes and his descendants pharaohs in the first place? Where did the word pharaoh come from? The truth is, the word pharaoh wasn't a title used from the very beginning. Initially, during the reign of Menes and the First Dynasty, they were called kings of Upper and Lower Egypt. But a newer word, Pharaoh, appeared centuries later in state texts meaning great house, and they referred to the royal palace itself. Over time, the word didn't just refer to the palace, it became a title for the king who resided there. Instead of saying king, they began to say great house, which was later Arabized and became Pharaoh. In short, the title Pharaoh was perfected over time and attached to kings after kingship became the service of a single entity. But today, when we say Pharaoh, we always refer to the first, according to the foundations of the state, Menes.